How y'all doing? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'd like to welcome y'all to the overnight price action for 2022. Yeah. Hey man, if this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, I'd like to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in, you're a faithful member of gang. Y'all see Spidey hanging out back there. I'd like to say welcome and thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbit. I'm just due for a lot of them Florida that like to run my mouth, and I just love talking about the stock market and price action and trading and investing and all of that right there. Because yes, I am a full-time trader, and I just want to share my thoughts on, how to do this thing they call trading, investing, making your money making your money work for you. Let me get a sip of the high quality H2O. Indubitably. Anyway, man, if this is your first time pulling up, you don't know who I am. My name is Timothy Leroy Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day, once at 9 a.m. Eastern time, to talk about the overnight price action, as you saw by the handy dandy lower third there. Then we get together again in the evening, usually at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but during football season, we're doing it at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we do the price action recap, where we discuss, hey, did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? Is it still going in the direction we think it's going to go? Is it still doing what we thought it was going to do based off of our analysis of the price action? That's all we do every day of the week. It seems like every day of the week, but let's go ahead and get into it, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Only thing I should do is hit the like button. I will always do it for the free 99. You don't have to worry about me upselling you on anything later. Like, hey, if you want to join the community and learn our top secrets, then if you click the link, you'll never hear me say that. Never hear me say that, because I don't have the time to be trying to run a community or give out call outs or do anything like that. Take your money, put it in the market, and then apply the things that we talk about here every day on whatever time frame you want to do it. Day trader, swing trader, long-term investor, whatever time frame you want to do it on, apply the stuff that we're talking here. We only talk about the stuff that I learned from ICT, because I learned it for free. I don't teach nothing that I learned from anybody in a paid course, because the stuff that I learned from ICT is all I need to be successful. And it's all you need to be successful. But that's not why you came here. You came here to talk about overnight price action. So let's get into it. Hey, man, who in the chat today? What's up, Tanya? Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. What's up, cooling now? Hey, watch out. Speaking of the like buttons, go ahead and hit the like button, cool it. Do something different today. Don't hit the thumbs down. Why don't you? What's up, here to learn and share? Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. Tweet, 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 tweet. What's going on, William? What's going on, Valdez? Michelle Tucker. What's going on, Michelle? FC. Aloysius' mom. Hello, Aloysius and Aloysius' mom. Aloysius, you better stop that. Your mom watching. What's going on, Dominique? Hey, I see more numbers than I see names in the chat. But that's all I see, so that's all we're gonna shout out. Hey, let's get right to it, man. Let's go see what's going on with economic calendar for this week. For this week. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I was supposed to hit that button right there. There you go. For this week. If you don't know about econoday.com, that's my site of choice to get my economic data. Econoday.com. You just go there and click on view full calendar right here, and it gives you the economic data for that week laid out 1 week at a time. I ain't gonna hold you. The only thing everybody waiting on this week is the CPI numbers. That's what everybody waiting on. The CPI numbers. That's it. You can see what's going on for the week. It's a slow week up until Wednesday. We get some PPI numbers. PPI final numbers. This is the information from, let's see when. August. So we're getting the final PPI numbers from August. No, September. I'm sorry. Tomorrow's the 12th. I mean, Wednesday's the 12th. So September. We're getting the final numbers from last month. PPI final numbers from last month, but this is what everybody's waiting on. Everybody's waiting on the CPI. Everybody's waiting on the CPI. They're expecting the headline CPI month over month to hold up. They're expecting it to increase. They're expecting the headline to increase for month over month and to decrease year over year for the headline. What was the energy and the food prices like back in September? What was the energy and the food prices like back in September? I don't know. I don't know if that's going to increase. They're expecting the core to drop, and they're expecting the core year over year to go up. This is a mixed bag of tricks. What kind of witchery are they trying to pull on us? Because they're expecting the headline to go up and the year over year to decrease for the headline, but on the core they're expecting the month over month to decrease and year over year to increase. That's some witchery, because month over month on the headline you expected it to go up, but month over month on the core you expecting it to go down. Then year over year on the headline you expecting it to go down, and year on year on the core you expecting it to go up. That's some witchery. That's some witchery that I don't understand, and you're making my head hurt. Get off my screen, econoday.com. Hey, let's go see what Spalene looking like, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Last night, I came in, I was looking at charts, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna try to get me a move tonight during the London. Went through, I was like, when I be waking up, let me tell y'all a little story. Story time. If you don't want to hear story time, yep. Hey, so y'all know I be waking up with the old man bladder, typically around the same time every night, around about 3:30, 4 o'clock. Be getting up with the old man bladder. I'll come back here, get ready to mark my chart, and I'll see, you know what I'm saying, sometimes we be making a move during the London kill zone, as ICT call it, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, I don't be wanting to just jump in because I have cold in my eyes. So last night, during the Asian session, I came back here, you know what I'm saying? I read the price action like a novel. I read it like one of them novels that my wife be reading with all the, it be so, she say, it's so spicy. It's so spicy. When she be reading though, she be I call it, I be calling it soft, I be calling it soft porn. Them love novels she be reading, she be like, it's so spicy. But I'm reading it like it's one of them novels. I'd have picked out my spot. I'd have picked out my spot. It was, what was it? 36, 63, 25, I think. Let me look at my chart real quick. I think it was 36, 63, 25. I think that was the spot that I had picked. I was like, this is where I'm gonna go in. If it come back here, 36, 26, 25. Right? I said, if it come back to 36, 26, 25 during the London, when I wake up, I'm gonna take it long. I'm gonna take it long from there, because I done read the price action like a well-fine novel. Man, if I ain't wake up at 5:15 and it had already made the move, I said, you stinking bladder, you wake me up every day at 3 o'clock, 3:15, and then the day when I'd have mapped out my entry where I want to get in, if it be coming down during this time, and I ain't wake up till 5:15. I came back here at 5:15. It hadn't made the move, man. I said, man, if you don't get off my screen, story time over, man. Let's go back to the price action. Hey, man, shout out to everybody that pulled up on what's the name on Saturday. Yo, so I appreciate y'all for pulling up. I appreciate everybody, you know what I'm saying, who sent up prayers for my homeboy Josh and the rest of the Terry family. I'm cool with all the brothers. Josh, Wayne, Maz, all of us work together. Well, me and Wayne ain't never worked together, but me and Maz, me and Josh, we all work together. I don't post for like many years, but we all cool. But I appreciate y'all. We went to the service, the memorial for his mom yesterday. They did a private funeral. They had a private funeral, private burial with family only, and then they had a memorial for friends and their church family, and you know what I'm saying. They did that yesterday, but I appreciate y'all. I don't know what I was about to say. I done got all off track, man. Hey, let's go see what Spyleen doing. Spyleen, where you at, baby? Here I go. Spyleen, you jumped up quick, but you ready to get on the screen. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you got through. Look like we're gonna gap up. Yes, gap up. It's a slight gap up if we stay where we at now. More than slight. $1 and some change. $1 and some change. Let me show y'all what I was doing yesterday. What I was doing yesterday. I was doing drum roll, please. This. See all of this on the chart? Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. I was doing a bunch of this. Like when I sent out, I started. I said yesterday, Saturday. I'm sorry. I started doing it Saturday, and then as you see, if anybody got the screenshot that I had sent out, if anybody has a screenshot that I sent out, you can see it's slightly different. I've added some other stuff in. This chart right here, this chart will make your head hurt if you're not, you know what I'm saying, extremely focused. Like what I've implemented into my trading since I'm back live trading futures. I've implemented knowing every level, like just like looking at every level, every PD array, and looking at everything. You know what I'm saying? Looking at everything. And then once I look at, am I super loud? Am I too loud for y'all? I'm leaning like real close to this microphone. If I'm too loud, somebody put a 1 in the chat. If I'm not too loud, say you good. Here to learn and share. What I face for? What I face for? Here to learn and share. Hey, but anyway, we're gonna get to the overnight price action. I get tired of talking about the overnight price action. I be wanting to talk about other stuff, but y'all don't ever pull up with no questions. So I sent that the chart. I can't remember exactly what was on there when I sent it out. Let me see what was on the we got volume buttons. The face because you miss your trade. Oh yeah, that was my face too. Let me see what was on the picture when I sent it out. Let me ask y'all a question. When I sent out that in the group, was that helpful? Did y'all care? Was it a waste of time? Like, you don't need all that, my guy. I'm good. Did y'all, you know, were y'all cool with that, or were y'all like, hey man, get off my screen? I'm looking for my picture. There it is. We got 15 minutes before the market open. Okay, so it was pretty much okay. The order block, the 40-day back, the 20-day back. Okay, I adjusted the daily and the weekly equilibrium to the same spot because where we where we had sold down to overnight, I adjusted that last night. I changed that last night because after we sold down a little bit, now the equilibrium for this price leg is the same spot. It's like maybe 1 point different between the weekly and the daily. Like this weekly box that we have in this daily box, the equilibrium is close enough for government work for me to put it in the same spot. What else did I change? Breaker, rejection block, rejection 4 hour. The top, I put the 20-day look back equilibrium. I put the 40-day look back equilibrium, and then I unhid the weekly order block. Weekly is purple. I unhid the weekly order block because I hid the weekly order block over here because it was just looking too junky. And I was trying to decide if I want to leave it on there. And the monthly breaker, I unhid the monthly breaker. So the monthly breaker that I put on there and the weekly order block that I had, no, I added the weekly order block, but the monthly breaker, I had hid this right here. So I added a weekly order block. I added the 40-day look back equilibrium. I added the 20-day look back equilibrium, and I unhid the monthly bearish breaker. Right. And and the reason why I hid the monthly bearish breaker on the one that I sent y'all, that I sent to the thing. Hey, I need my spot for the group chat. Did you put your IG in the chat the other day? If you ain't put your IG in the chat, you ain't gonna be in there. I said, put your IG in the chat. I put all the IGs that was in the chat. I added them to the group thing on Saturday when we was on there on live. Somebody can vouch for me. Somebody can vouch for me. Just open my futures demo account with Interactive Broker, ready to learn. Will you be taking live trades for us to follow along? I probably will not. I probably will not be taking. Sometime I may be in a live trade. Like I was in a live trade. When was that? When was that I was in a live trade? Was it Monday? Tuesday? What day was that I was in a live trade, y'all? Sometimes I may be in a live trade, but I won't be taking live trades for you to follow along, because I don't want you to follow along. I want you to, you know what I'm saying, learn how to do it, and you know what I'm saying, follow your own thesis, follow your own entry, follow your own. You see all this gobbledygook I got on the screen over here? That's so I can figure out what I want to take an entry off of. You know what I'm saying? Initially I was just following one trading strategy. You know what I'm saying? I was just following one trading strategy. But you know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person where I got to know the why behind everything. And when I start figuring out the why behind everything, like my mind just start unlocking, like little spiders go to crawling around. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. 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 Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's what happened. And then, speaking of that, right, we're going to get into the price action. This is what I was doing when I started putting all this on the chart, and I was like, this, that, that. And it dawned on me, like, I remember, see, this is why I be going back watching the ICT videos over and over, because like little stuff be unlocking in my brain when I start, you know what I'm saying, when I start looking at the chart and reading it like a spicy novel, right? So it reminded me of an ICT video that I saw, right? If anybody, Robinson, who else? Here to learn and share. Who I think I don't know. Do you be watching videos? I know Robinson be watching the videos. Anybody who be watching my ICT videos, can you please remind me if you know off the top of your head? It ain't no big deal, but he be talking one of the videos when he be talking about going from the different PD arrays. Y'all remember the other day when I was talking about how you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't remember exactly what I said. But anyway, I see TB talking about if you looking at a like the discount PD, like the different PD arrays and the discount and the premium, right? Right. So what I've been implementing and what I've been, you know what I'm saying, like really honing in on, and the reason why I got it broke down the way I got it broke down here, when I say, I ain't saying a whole lot of nothing right now, but I know what I'm talking about in my head. Y'all bear with me. But you see how when I sent out the screenshot to everybody, it said like rejection block 4 hour, right? Bearish volume imbalance day. Bearish fair value gap 1 hour. Bearish breaking market structure 4 hour. You see what I'm saying? It's like bullish order block day, bullish order block week, bullish fair value gap month. It's like I annotated what time frame that PD array was, right? The reason why I put the time frame on the PD array, because like when you go back and study the price action, you know what I'm saying, based off of the video, you know what I'm saying, I can't remember what it's a video in the core content. It's a lot of videos in the core content. I'm not even close to being done with the videos he got up. I'm way behind because I be going back rewatching them all the time. But it's a video in the core content when he talk about when you don't just I'm gonna say it the way little Timmy Rogers understand it, man. Don't just target a PD array in the premium and a PD array in a discount just willy-nilly, right? Target, like start top down, right? Start top down, right? Going from top down, right? Look where you at on. That's why y'all know what I always be like, let's go back. I want to go back to see where we at. This is why I want to go back to see where we at, right? The reason why, ding, 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 ding. We're in the middle of a teachable moment, everybody. I just realized we're in the middle of a teachable moment, right? Okay, here we go. We're in the middle of, Sam, this is great. You said, oh, bet. I missed Saturday Live. We're in the middle of a teachable moment. The market about to open in 6 minutes, right? So y'all know how I always say, let's go back. Let's see where we at, right? So I always go back to the monthly chart. I started the monthly chart, then I go down. This is why I started the monthly chart and I go down, right? So when you're looking at the PD arrays, right? Let's say you're swing trading. Even if you're not swing trading, you're day trading. You know what I'm saying? You long-term trading, whatever, right? So you know how I go back? I'm like, hey, we're in a discount for this piece of the price leg, right? So on a monthly, just say on a monthly, we're in a discount, right? So when you're on a discount on the monthly or any level that you're looking at, right? So if you're in a discount, you're looking to buy, right? So when you come down, let's say you're looking to buy. So you're in a discount and you're looking to buy off of a monthly PD array, right? You're looking to, I'm just going to say PDA. I'm a PD array that I'm just going to say PDA, right? You're looking to buy off a monthly PDA, right? So when it comes to that monthly PDA, you want to see it get a violent reaction back to the upside. Don't panic right there. Oh, my jubies. Oh, I done missed the move. No, you want to see that violent reaction. That's the market tipping its hand that, yes, I do want to go back up off of this monthly PDA, right? So once it does that, you wait for the retracement back to, you know what I'm saying? You wait for your entry, right? So if you're looking at a monthly PDA, right, and you get that violent move off of it, right, then you start going to the lower time frames to look for your entry off of that monthly. So it depends on your trading time frame. So if you're swing trading, you may, like, off of that monthly, you may look for a daily or a 4-hour PDA to enter on. You know what I'm saying? That's going to require you to have a bigger stop loss. So, you know what I'm saying, you just need to know your trading style, right? So, and then once you get your entry, right, you're not going to just like target just anything in the premium. You're going to target the PDA of the next time frame down. So if you are entering your trade off of a monthly PDA, right, you may have entered on a daily, you may have entered on a 4-hour, right? You may have even been patient enough to enter all the way down to an hourly, you know what I'm saying? But you did it off of this monthly PDA in a discount. So now when it gets back to the premium for this time, the dealing range that you're looking at, you're going to be looking to get out or scale out or do something at a weekly PDA, the next level down. And it's the same thing. That's why I always go back and be like, let's see where we at in the scope of things, right? Because if you're looking at a monthly, it might take several weeks for this to play out. If the market's super volatile, it may happen in a day or two. But if you're looking at a monthly PDA in a discount, right, it may take several weeks for it to play out and get back to a weekly PDA in the premium. In the same, in the inverse is the same. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking at a weekly PDA to enter on, you're going to be looking for a daily PDA in the opposite, in the premium or the discount, to be getting out. You know what I'm saying? Or if you didn't get in, if it's in the discount and you're not in a trade, right? You missed the move, right? You know, okay, it's reacting off of a monthly PDA and it's taking off, right? Then you could be looking for that weekly PDA on the other side to either go short or go long. You see what I'm saying? Be like, okay, boom, this is this monthly PDA it just reacted off of, and we're moving. So now I'm scouting the premium for any weekly PDAs that's up there. You know what I'm saying? Looking for the weekly PDAs that's up there. And then when I see the weekly PDAs that's up there, then I'm looking at the PIM dash to see which one is the higher priority. You know what I'm saying? It might just be one. It might be two, but with is it a mitigation block? Is it a breaker? Is it an order block? Is it a fair value gap? Is it a swing high? Is it a swing low? You know what I'm saying? What is it, right? And then if it's two up there, which is the higher priority on the PIM dash, right? That's the one I'm targeting in on. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's why I got all this gobbledygook on my chart, right? That's why I got all this gobbledygook on my chart. Get out of here, 1 hour chart. All this gobbledygook right here. That's why I got all this gobbledygook on my chart, because this is the dealing range that we marked out last week, right? We marked it out. And then so what I did, I put out everything that was in the premium, right? Because I was like, okay, we're in a discount, right? And then as I thought, the only thing we did was run the lows over Sunday. We just ran the lows Sunday and we started pushing up. Right now, I want to see if the market is going to just do like it always do. Oh, hold on. The market is open. The market is open. The market is open. If you got to go trade, I appreciate you for hanging out with me. I'm sorry I ain't just get on here and give out levels and say, hey, this level, that level, this level, that level. But I don't want to be nobody's crutch. I'm trying to help people learn how to fish. I'm not going to say I don't feel like I'm teaching anybody anything. I'm just here to try to help people learn how to fish, help people understand how to read the price action. I don't want to be that guy that just gets on the internet and say, do this because I said do it. And then you're content with that. And you be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I just want to, like my cousin. I just want to follow whatever you do, cuz. Like my little brother, I'm just gonna send you the money. You do it for me. You know what I'm saying? My partner Troy, I'm just gonna copy whatever you. I don't want you to copy what I'm copying. I want you to, you know what I'm saying? I want you to know how to fish. But if you got to go trade, I appreciate you. Sorry for not just getting on here and saying this level, that level, that level. But I'm sick of it. I don't really want to do that no more. I want to get on here and we just discuss price action and break it down. And I just, you know what I'm saying, give it to you straight from the mind of little Timmy Rogers. I appreciate you. Hit the like button on the way out the door, please. Now, for the rest of us that's still hanging out, I just want to see, like typically the market would just use Sunday and Monday as one day, pretty much. Sunday and Monday will just play out as one day. That's what I want to see, if it's gonna, do that at the same time. Like now, if I want to see that, if that's why I went ahead and consolidated on the ES, I consolidated the day and the weekly equilibrium to one, because now the day range it just has a new bottom, because we took out the sell side liquidity and then we started pushing back up a little bit. So but on the SPY, we didn't take out that low. We didn't take out that low on the SPY. We did that overnight. So the SPY, it still has a different equilibrium for the daily and the weekly. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't take out that low on the SPY. We did that overnight on the ES. Right now, what was I saying before I said goodbye to the people that got to go trade? I cannot remember what I was saying. I truly cannot. Confluence is no, Confluence is different. Confluence is different. Confluence is like when the same thing is on different, when the different time frames are doing the same thing or showing the same thing. Like Confluence would be, to make it simple and not long and drawn out, right? You got a bullish order block on the daily right here, right? If you drop down to the 4 hour, right? If you drop down to the 4 hour and go to that same area, right? We got a bullish order block right there. That's Confluence, right? This is Confluence. That played out perfectly. We got a 4 hour bullish order block right here. It's made up of 3 candles right there. But the two main candles that make up the body of the daily order block is the bottom 2 candles of the 4 hour bullish order block. That's Confluence. It's the same thing on 2 different time frames. That's, excuse me, that would be a PDA Confluence, right? Another form of Confluence would be like if you a EMA trader and the price is coming, the price is coming down to the 20 EMA, and then it also come, and then if you go to like on the hourly time frame, it's coming down to the 20, and then you drop down to a 15-minute and it's coming down to the 20. That's Confluence. On the EMA, it's doing the same thing on multiple time frames. That's Confluence. Hopefully I didn't confuse you on that. Hopefully I said it in a way you can understand it. I really can't remember what I was saying. I'm sorry, y'all. I done lost it. I really can't remember what I was saying when I was talking about this stuff over here. I done lost it. The teachable moment is gone. I hope y'all got something out of it while I could still remember it, but I have lost it. The gist of it is, know where the price action is, at what level, know what level the price action has reacted off of, and look for a delivery in the premium or the discount to a PDA one level down, the highest priority PDA one level down. You know what I'm saying? That's the gist of what I was saying. I can't remember where I was. The gist of it is that's why I got all this gobbledygook on my screen, because it's like, you know what I'm saying, I'm just trying to be as efficient as possible when it comes to my trading. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a one-trick pony. You know what I'm saying? I'm a full-time trader, so I want to be as efficient as possible. Can you be a one-trick pony and be wildly successful? Yes, you can. But the type of person that I am, I got to know the why behind everything. I got to know how everything ticks. So it's like my mind won't let me just stick with one setup. You know what I'm saying? I have to know why this price is reacting to this. I got to know why the price reacting to that. So since I got to know why, and I'm going through and I'm studying, and I'm seeing how it's working, I'm understanding this why it's doing that. This why it's doing that, based off of the stuff that I'm learning from ICT and going back through the price action, looking at it and watching it play out from day to day to day. You know what I'm saying? It's still playing out from day to day. And I go back when the market be closed and I go back and look at old areas of the price action. And then I come back and look at the latest, like over the weekend. You know what I'm saying? I was just looking at the price action and marking the chart. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the price action and marking the chart. For example, let's look at this right here together, because I don't plan on doing a whole lot of trading today. I like to use Monday so the market to show me what it really want to do, right? So this is why I kind of battled with should I leave this? Should I leave the stuff on the chart or not? All right, when I say stuff on the chart, I mean like this monthly breaker right here, right? And if you don't know why I'm saying this is a monthly breaker, I be forgetting the bullish, bearish, I don't know, but bearish breaker. All right, so the monthly bearish breaker, right? The reason why I say that is, right, we had this low right here, we had this monthly low right here. We went up this high, right there, we came through. This low broke this high, right? This low here broke this high. When we broke this high, right, we actually broke two highs. So this low broke this high. This is the last up close candle right there. We traded through that up close candle right here, right? So we made a lower low there. So this low came up, broke this high, came down, and broke that low. So now we got the breaker right here, the last up close candle on that up move, right? So this is the last up close candle. This is the body of that breaker, right? So the reason why I was like, okay, am I gonna hold it there? Yes, I'm gonna leave it. And the reason why I decided to leave it on my chart, I didn't put it on the chart that I sent y'all because I didn't want it to be looking all gobbled up. I wanted you to be able to focus on like the main stuff that I was really watching, right? But we came down to, I can't see the wick right now. Move out the way, box. Why didn't it move over? Okay, there it is. There's the wick. Okay, so we barely came into that breaker right there, right, on the monthly level, right? We barely came into that breaker on the monthly level. Now, if we would have got up here like 50% of the breaker, like up here above this 40-day look back equilibrium, right, and then start going back down, out of there, get the breaker off my screen, because I feel like, hey, we have attacked that breaker and we've moved away, right? But since we barely touched into it, I said I'm gonna let it hang around a little bit so I can, then I'm gonna dig in and see really if we was reacting off this breaker or if we was reacting off something else, right? So that's why I left the breaker on there, right? Even though we touched it. So now let's drop down to the weekly. Dropping down to the weekly. Welcome to the weak side. Okay, so before we drop to the weekly, right? So see, we coming down here, right? Let me get all this stuff off the screen real quick. Boop, out of there. See, that's one thing I like about Trading View, where you can just boop out of there, get rid of stuff real quick. So looking at what we did, coming down on the monthly level, looking at the PDAs that we got going on, right? So looking back, oh, we coming down, right? We coming down. We just took out monthly high. Yeah. So last month, what did we do last month? At the end of last month, we just took out, right, sell side liquidity. That's a low. That's a previous low. That's a PDA. That's a previous low. That's one of the on PIMDAS. That's on the PIMDAS chart, right? Let's pull up the PIMDAS chart while we talk about this. Let's pull up the PIMDAS chart while we talk about this. This kind of stuff I be doing on the weekend when I be reading the charts like a steamy novel. Where's my PIMDAS chart? Oh, there it is. Okay. So we pulling up the PIMDAS chart while we talk about this. PIMDAS, get over there on the side. Let me make me some room here. Make a little room there so I can have PIMDAS up there and see what we got going on. Let me see if I do this. Will the chart get too small? No, the chart is not too small. Y'all can still see the chart. Okay, so. All right. So looking at PIMDAS. God dog it. Okay, so looking at the PIMDAS chart, right? We came down. We you know what I'm saying? We said we was in a discount. Coming, we ran the fibs from this this portion of the price leg right there. Boom. So from that portion from that piece of the price leg, we're in a discount market, right? We was in a discount market. We still got active PDAs in this portion of the price leg. So that's why we were still looking at this piece of the price leg, right? We still had a fair value gap down here, right? We was fair value gap that we had just come to, right? And then we still have this bullish order block down here that we just got into the fair value gap and just kissed the wick of this bullish order block. So we still had like active PDAs in this piece of the price leg. And then if we went all the way to the bottom of it, right, we still hadn't made it to equilibrium for the entire 2020 run, right? But for the confirmation leg, we were in a discount and we had just come to, right, at the end of last month, we had just come to a monthly fair value gap, right? So this month we started out, we came a little bit deeper into that monthly fair value gap. All right, so that's where we are now. What date is this right here? Let's move this over so it can be on the weekly too. Let me see what I need that to be. I need that to be 299. Okay. All right. So let's drop down to the weekly. And we hit an old low, right? We came down and we took out an old low, and so we took out an old low when we came down here, and we hit a fair value gap, right? Went a little deeper into a fair value gap. So this calendar, this September did not get into the fair value gap. So October, we took out at the beginning of the month, we took out an old low and a fair value gap. So them the two monthly PDAs that we hit, right? So the fair value gap is higher on the totem pole than the old low. So the fair value gap is the play that we're working off of. We're working off of a monthly fair value gap, right? Because when we hit that, right, as you see, looking at the candles, we don't need to pay attention to that over there anymore. But looking at the candles, right, this was the low on September, because that's the last week of September. So this was the low that we took out, and then this candle got down, as we know, got down into the fair value gap. We don't have it drawn out, but we know we got into the fair value gap. I'm not going to redraw it. We saw it was a gap there, right? So once we got into the fair value gap, as you can see, we took off, right? We took off. Once we got into the fair value gap, price moved up. This is a weekly candle, but you can tell price took off because we got a long wick at the top. So price went up, right? So now let's look at the daily chart to see what price did, right? So on the first trading day of the month, we came down and we hit that monthly fair value gap, right? We hit that monthly fair value gap, and then we took off. Pang out, right? When we pang out, we came up right here. I'm gonna put a line right here so we can see what we came up to on the where's my you got to get out of the way, Pim Dash. There it is. Okay, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the top of the red candle, right? We're going to the top of the red candle where price stopped at, right? And before it started coming back down, right? So at the top of the red candle, now let's see what we did on the weekly first, right? So on the weekly, right? On the weekly, we came up to a weekly we came up to a weekly fair value gap, right? So down here we're reacting to a monthly PDA, right? And we came up to a weekly and we pushed back down, right? Let's see how far up we went to that weekly, right? Let's see how far inside this same range we was looking at. As if you working off of this big range right here, you're still in a discount, right? You're still in a discount market. If you're working off of this big range right here, you're still in a discount market, right? Now let's move over here. Back to the more current time frame, right? Because we're coming down, right? We're coming down, right? We're coming to the more current time frame, and we're coming to the latest piece of the price leg, right? We're looking at the latest piece of the price leg, right? So here we go. So coming from this high to this low on this price leg right here, right? It's still in a discount, right? You're still in the discount. So you bounced off of a monthly, right? A monthly fair value gap, push back up to a weekly fair value gap, and started pushing back down. But we're still in the discount. You see what I'm saying? We're still in the discount. So if you tried and true, you believe in the move you got in, you still holding strong, baby. You're still holding strong, right? Little Timmy Rogers, I got up there to that PDA monthly, weekly. I'm out of there. But you still believe in your move. It's in the still in the discount. You're holding strong, baby. You got diamond hands, right? So looking at that right there. So that's what we're moving. Let's go back and put my other stuff back on the screen. Right, boom. So now looking at that, because I started out talking about the breaker, right? I started out talking about, are we reacting off the breaker or are we reacting off of something else? Now that we see when we bounced off this monthly, get out of here, Fibs. Don't want you right now. I'm gonna just like hide you. I'm not gonna knock you off the screen. There you go. Okay, so we bounced off, but then we look here, right? We can also see when we came down to this monthly fair value gap, we came to 50%, right, of this monthly fair value gap, and we also came to 50% of a weekly order block right there, right? Boom. We came to 50% of a weekly order block when we came down that first day, right? Boom. Came down, weekly order block, monthly fair value gap, right? Pim Dash in the discount. Fair value gaps higher than the order blocks. So we still looking at the um the monthly order block for the bigger time frame, and I mean the monthly fair value gap for the bigger time frame. But if you're trading off of the weekly, monthly fair value gap is higher on the priority list, and it's on a higher time frame. The weekly order block, right, is a PDA, right, but it's in the weekly realm, right? So in the weekly realm, right, looking in the weekly realm, the order block is the only peak. Well, no, you got a previous low and an order block. So on PIMDAS in the weekly realm, the order block is higher than the previous low. So in the weekly realm, you're working off of the order block. In the monthly realm, you're working off of the fair value gap, because the fair value gap is higher than the previous low. The order block is higher on PIMDAS than the previous low, right? So now we know on the weekly we working off of the order block. The monthly we working off of the fair value gap, right? So now the violent move was here. This was the violent move coming from the um the uh the order block, and this was the violent move coming from the fair value gap, right? We went up from, okay, coming from the monthly order block. We went up, right? Pushed back up, right? And we stopped here at I'm looking at these daily candles here. On the daily candles, the only thing that I see right here where we passed on the daily was this previous high, right? We got a previous high, and then with this candle over here, those ain't even, so I'm not gonna count that as a rejection block, because these two candles ain't even. So a previous high, we went to a previous daily high. So coming from this weekly order block, right? From this weekly order block, we pushed up, right? And then now this is from there to there would be like our weekly range, right? From when we hit this right here, this is our weekly range we dealing with from coming off of this right here. So then we poked up and we took out a previous daily high dealing with this range in the premium. You see what I'm saying? In the premium of this smaller range right there. So we went from a weekly order block and we took out a at the top of the range up here, right? At the top of the range over right here, right? This would have been the top of the range. We took out this previous high right there, right? And we started coming back down, right? So boom, hit the order block, hit the previous high, and then we started coming back down, right? So now we got a daily order block right here, a daily bullish order block right here that we set when we took off of this weekly area right here, right? And we coming back down, we hit this daily order block right here, right? So right there at come on, click on there. Right. So y'all see right here, I don't know if y'all can see that, but 50% of this daily bullish order block is 36.29, right? 36.29. Y'all remember that number, right? 36.29 is 50% of this daily bullish order block, right? So now let's drop down to the hourly chart, right? So now we're on the hourly chart. One thing. All right. Same thing, same area. This is 36, 30, 50. 36, 30, 50 is on this hourly bullish order block, right? It's 36, 30, 50, same pretty much area, 36, 29. You know what I'm saying? Remember, I told you, remember that number. On the daily bullish order block, it was 36.29. On this hourly bullish order block in the same area is 36 30 50. Close enough for government work. Same spot, right? Same spot, right? And then we got, so inside this right here, all I'm doing is drilling down to the tighter entry. I'm sorry, I skipped the 4 hour. I skipped the 4 hour, right? So you got the bullish order block, and then we got the 4 hour order block right there that's in the same spot, right? And then come there. So for the if you look at the 4 hour order block, just encapsulate the part that's just incorporated inside the body of the daily, same thing, 36, 30, 25, right? It's all the same, 36, 30, 25, 36, 30, 50 on the hourly, and 36, 29 on the daily, right? They're all lining up in the same place right there, okay? So now, looking at the 4 hour candles, you see how we came down and touched that area right there and reacted off it. We came down to pretty much that 50%. We came down to like that 50% area pretty much, and we reacted off of it. That was at the open. We opened up, came down, took out these lows, came down to roughly that 50% area. That's at 36.18. You know what I'm saying? Got down, filled in this fair value gap. You know what I'm saying? Went ahead, took care of that fair value gap inside there. So that's a 4 hour fair value gap that we came down to as we were retracing back to this daily order block after, you know what I'm saying, going up off of this weekly. This was the pang out, right? This was the weekly that we got the reaction off of. We got the reaction off of this weekly. That was the reaction. You don't panic about the reaction. You just wait for the retrace back to that area. Look for your entry. So this was the weekly reaction, pang out. So now we're looking for the entry coming back. So on the way back, we see it coming to a daily order block, right? That's the daily order block. 50% of the daily order block, we drop down and it lines up with a 4 hour order block, right? We drop down, it lines up with an hourly order block, right? Right. So everything is lining up. Everything. Now, this is, we're looking for the entry. See what I'm saying? We're looking for the entry. That's what we're looking for. So now we're drilling down. Now we're down to an hourly, right? We're down to an hourly, and looking at the hourly, we're looking over here. We say, okay, coming down on the hourly inside the order block. We got all the order blocks in here. What PDAs do we have? What discount PDAs do we have down here below this line, right? So we're looking down on the hourly now. We can see we're not worried about that because that's above price right now. So down here we're looking and we see that we have an order block right here. We got an order block. We got a bullish order block there. We got a fair value gap down here. We got, what else we got? And then now coming back to the current time that we in, we looking here, we say, okay, we've set this low right here and we went up. So we looking at all this stuff. We say, okay, we're at we hit the 50%, roughly 50% area. And now we bounce back up off of it, right? Because we came back down. This is the market showing us, hey, I do want to react off of this entry point that you're looking at, right? This was the market showing us, hey, I want to go up off of this weekly order block. Okay, cool. Now we're coming back down toward it. Now you say, okay, the market is reacting to this daily order block. It gave me a move right here, right? So now you look like, okay, it's reacting to 50% of this daily order block, right? Which lined up with a 4-hour, which lined up with an hourly, right? This is, you know what I'm saying, right here, right? So boom, looking at here, what do we have inside here, right? We just drilling our entry down. You ain't got to drill your entry down. You could just took it off of the 50% of the daily order block and then set your stop loss down there and been like, okay, that's when I'm gonna take my trade. You know what I'm saying? If you know, if that's what you believe in. So now you're drilling down. So we coming down here and we see we hit the 50% and we'll react it back up on the hourly level, right? We got our boom, we got our breaking market structure, right? And we start consolidating, right? We start consolidating. So boom, right? I said, okay, where do we come down to? Right here. I mean, where do we go to? We broke market structure. So I'm gonna go look inside this move right here to see if I can hone a better entry, right? So drop down to 15 minutes, right? We just going lower and lower and lower, trying to hone our entry, right? Trying to hone our entry, right? So we came down, got roughly to the 50% or better, pushed up, right? Boom, got the breaking market structure. So now we looking down. We consolidating right now, but we looking down. Okay, we see we consolidating here. What do we have down here, right? We looking down here. We got we broke the low. We came down. We got a long wick right here. We got a long wick over here. So we like, okay, we got a long wick there. We got an indecision candle right here. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot going, just looking at all this different stuff right here, right? Got all these different things that we're looking at, right? So then you say, okay, where am I going to try to make my entry, right? The 15-minute is just looking like a bunch of wicks. It ain't giving me no nice, clean PDAs, right? That we haven't visited because we already wicked back down past this potential order block right here. You see what I'm saying? All the PDAs are up here in the consolidation area, right? So let's go down to the 5-minute, right? Let's go down to the 5-minute. And you don't have to drill down like this right here. You just go off of the higher time frame. If you ain't got time to be doing all that, you go off the higher time frames, right? The higher time frames all day long, right? Then we looking here at the 5-minute, right? As you can see, the 5-minute, it's like we coming like order block to order block, right? We coming order block to order block. We come up here, boom, coming down, order block to order block, came up and then broke through the high right there, right? We broke a new high right there, going order block to order block. We broke this high, right? So in this whole range right there, we just broke through to a new high, right? Boom. So we broke through to a new high. All right, now your equilibrium for this range right here that we're trading in at this time is right there. Now remember, we looking at we reacted off of a weekly, right? We're waiting it to come back down to that weekly because we want to it showed I want to move away from this. So we're coming back down to get our entry. We get back down, we identify a daily order block in the discount because we reacted off of a weekly fair value gap in the premium. So now we're looking for a discount array to go long off of or get out of our short. So we reacted to the weekly fair value gap in the top and we come down to a daily order block, right? You could just went off that daily if that's you. But now that we're in that daily order block, we drilled down to a 4-hour, right? And then we drilled down. Now we done drilled down to the Sunday trading range. So now this is the Sunday trading range that we're looking at inside all of that stuff where we're fine-tuning our entry right now, right? So now, boom, here we go. This is our 50% right here. Our 50% right here is at 36.32, right? 36.32 is right around that 36.29. 36.30 is right around that. That's where our equilibrium is, right? So in this dealing range right here, what is the PDA? What's the PDA in the discount right? What's the PDA and discount on this piece of the price leg right there, right? So we go through and we looking at what's the PDA and the discount on this price leg, right? So looking through everything on here. Let me get all my stuff together. Need to get my, I can't get my candles. Oh, I can just stretch them out. There you go. I just stretch them out and make them. There you go. All right. So, right, looking at everything that we did, right? So we got a order block right here, right? Inside the discount. We got the bottom of order block, like 50% of this order block is inside the discount, right? So come here. 50% of this order block is inside the discount right there. 36, 30, 50, right? The same thing that was on the other one. Remember on the 4 hour we was looking at 36, 30, 50. Same thing that was on the other one, right? So you got an order block inside the discount right there. Looking inside there, just fine tuning your entry. You got a previous low, right? You got a previous low that's inside the entry right there, right? And that previous low is on a, let's see what time frame that's on. See if that's just, you know what I'm saying? Because you always, with them previous lows, when you're drilled down like this, you always want to check the previous low to like the higher time frames also, right? What in the world just happened? Oh. All right. It's not a 4 hour low. All right. It's not a 4 hour low. It's a 1 hour low right here. That's a 1 hour low, right? So you got a 1 hour previous low right here. So on the 1 hour time frame, right? The only from the high to the low, the only PD array on the 1 hour time frame on this leg is a previous low, right? The only 1 hour time frame is a previous low on this right here, right? So that previous low is 36, 26, 25, right? Do that number sound familiar to y'all? 36, 26, 25. Do that number sound familiar, right? Somebody drop in the chat if they remember what that 36, 26, 25 was. Somebody put it in the chat if they remember what that is, right? So, and if you don't remember what it is, that's how I got to 36, 36, 20, 36, 26, 25 was the number that I was looking to go long off of during the London power hour. I mean, during the London kill zone, if I woke up with the old man bladder, right? If I woke up, it's close enough for government work. It's close enough to the 50% order block. But that was my entry that I was going to take at during the London kill zone. I was going to take that entry at the London kill zone to take it back up. I was going to take it back up to something. I was going to take it back up to something because whatever I was going to take it back to, it was going to be outside of my profit target. You know what I'm saying? Like I was going to let it go back up and hit my profit target because my profit target is not as big as these PD arrays were going to be away from. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I came up with I said all that to say we walked that whole dog just to say that's how I came up with 36, 26, 25 as being my entry to try to go long off of this right here. That's why I was trying to go long. That's why I picked 36, 26, 25. And just as you know, a quick recap of anybody who got lost in the sauce, because I might have lost some people, right? We, in the grand scheme of things, right, we came down and we reacted off of a weekly order block and a monthly fair value gap, right? We had a reaction off of a weekly order block and a monthly fair value gap, right? So off of this weekly order block and monthly fair value gap, we pushed up. We came up, right? We came all the way up and we stopped right here at this these daily candles. Let's go back to weekly. So these daily candles brought us up to here. Let me do. I already got a line there. Let me make the line fat so I know why the line there. Right, I'm making it real fat, and we're gonna make it red. We're gonna make it red so we'll know. Now let's make it a weird color. Let's make it nah, that pink ain't working. Let's make it black. I don't have anything that's black on there, right? So we're gonna make it black. So we're gonna look at when we reacted off this weekly order block and its weekly fair value gap, right? On the weekly level, you can see that we came back to a weekly fair value gap, right? So we bounced off of this monthly and weekly monthly order block. I mean, monthly fair value gap, weekly order block. We came up here and we stopped at a weekly fair value gap, right? So now we're showing a desire to move away from this order block fair value gap, right? Will we keep flying? I don't know, right? So I'm just going off what the price action telling me, right? So now that we're coming back down, now we're refining our entry, because the reaction move was just the algo saying, I want to move that way, right? The way, you know what I'm saying, the way I traded, the way I learned to trade it from ICT is this is the reaction move based off of this right here. Now, this is the retracement looking for the entry, right? So coming back down, looking for the entry, right? So we went up, then coming back down on we hit a weekly fair value gap, right? And then on the weekly, and then on the daily level, right? Once we set this high right here coming from off that reaction, now on the daily level, we took out a daily previous high, right? And we started moving back down. Right now that we're moving back down toward this weekly that we broke, right? We get here and we're at a daily bullish order block, right? So now you're like, okay, I'm waiting on a retracement back to make my entry, right? Because I want to go long off of this. We reacted to it. So coming back down after we reacted to this PDA in the premium, now we're coming back down and we're at a PDA in the discount, a daily order block, right? So we get to the daily order block around 50%, right? So we reacted to that 50%. Now we just drilled down further and further and further, refining the entry, because now we're on the entry and we ended up all the way down to the hourly, right? We ended up all the way down to the hourly. Once we got down here, because we had a breaking structure right there. So now this is the dealing range we're looking at, trying to fine tune our entry, and based off of the dealing range that we're in from the low to the high, right? The only PD array that was in this area was this previous low right here. We had a previous low right there, and that previous low was 36, 26, 25. And that's why that was my entry during the London kill zone to try to take it back long. Just fine-tuned all the way down, looking at the different PD arrays in the discount and the premium. And then I didn't wake up until 5:15. Like, we was on this candle right here when I woke up. So I had missed my entry. This would have been my entry candle right here, right at the 30, because this would have been my my thing would have been set over here, 36, 26, 25. This was the entry candle. And then as you see, I would have been out because I think my biggest target I got is 24 points. That's my biggest target, 24 points. So we well beyond 24 points from 26, and how high did we go? 65. Yeah, we well beyond 24 points. It would have been, you know what I'm saying? This high right here would have been almost my 24. That would have been almost my biggest one. This high at 6 o'clock at 50, from 26 to 50. Yes, this high at 6 o'clock would have hit my profit target. And I would have been out of there. But that is why I pick that entry, and that was going to be my, and the reason why I didn't just place an order at that number is because I only try to enter during, you know what I'm saying, because this stuff is designed by ICT and it works for London kill zones, New York kill zones, New York PM session. You know what I'm saying? It's designed to work with the algorithms at certain times of day. You know how ICT always say pair time and price. So that's why I was waiting for this time to see how price was reacting. So if I got up today, I already verified my entry. Like last time when I was like, I woke up and I saw it going to what I thought was going to be an entry. And by the time I verified it, I had missed it. I verified my entry prior to the kill zone so that if I woke up during that kill zone, I could just fire. And that's how I came up with 36, 26, 25 as my entry. Hopefully I was able to share something insightful with somebody, even though no full transparency. I woke up late. I didn't get the trade, but as everybody know, you can go back and check the tape. And I said when we started, I tried to enter at 30. Michelle Tucker, what's going on? How you doing?
Hey Tim, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. Hey, appreciate everything that you're going through or going over for us this morning. It's a lot of good information. But I have a question because I'm still confused. When you say discount and premium, how do you know if you're going, like, what am I trying to say? How do you know if it's a discount? So you're like up here, so it's a discount to a bearish move versus it being a premium of a bullish move. I guess
it's the same thing.
Well,
and like I used to always say a discount for the sellers. I say it's a discount for the sellers and a premium for the buyers, but I stopped saying that because I was confusing myself and other people like yourself, and I just say discount and premium, right? So, and I just started saying you want to be looking for reasons to sell in a premium or get out of your buys, and you want to be looking for a reason to buy in a discount or get out of your sales. So in the discount and the premium is all about the dealing range that you're looking at.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
So if the dealing range that you're looking at is determined to be bullish, let's say, then you would want to be at the lower, and you're looking for an entry, so you'd want to be in the lower 50%, the lower half of that range.
Yes. And the only thing about what you said that's not correct, is it's not the dealing range is not going to be bullish. The bias is going to be bullish. The dealing range is going to be where you're looking to buy and sell. Like, just say these are daily candles, right? So if you're a day trader, right? If you're a day trader, you want to be focusing, you want to be focusing on the current range that you're in. You see what I'm saying? Like, this right here is today's low and high based off of from last night up until now. This daily candle, that's the low and high right now for this daily candle, right? So you say, okay, I want to look for a trade during this time right here, right? So you run the fibs for your dealing range. So now 50% of this dealing range, right? This daily dealing range is 36, 42, 75, right? So we're gonna put that on 36, 42, 75, right? And we're gonna change that color to, we're gonna make it gold, and we're gonna make it dashed so we'll know what that is, right? Make it a little skinnier too. Okay, so now get out of here, fibs. Don't need you no more. So now, just looking at what we're looking at, now I'm gonna go down to like some hourly candles so that we can just focus on just this one piece, right? This is just this day. These are the candles that make up that dealing range. You see what I'm saying? So for this dealing range, we're now in a discount because we're below this 50% line for this dealing range that we're looking at, right? If you're bullish on this dealing range, you start looking in the 50% for PDAs that you haven't tapped into yet, right? And the only one would be like this potential order block right here. This potential order block right there, that would be a PDA. We just tapped into it, right? So when we went up into this premium, right, you be up in this premium, then you be looking at the PDAs down here. You got this order block right there. You got this previous low right here. So that's two PDAs in this dealing range that you have. You got on this in this daily dealing range, right? Matter of fact, let's go to 4 hour because this is a daily dealing range, right? So in this daily dealing range, because we're looking at this day, right? Looking at the 4 hour discount, the only PDA for this is the dealing range, right? So going up here, this technically could be a 4 hour order block right there. That technically can be one, but it ain't like really no massive move. Like we went up and we wicked down so quick. So I wouldn't even count that as an order block. So I just count this as the only PDA in the discount for the 4 hour is a previous low, right? So we got a previous low on the 4 hour, right? In the discount. Going to the hourly chart, right? On the hourly chart, we got
hold on, quick question then, Tim. So is the discount and the premium, the discount is always then at the bottom?
Yes.
The premium is always at the top.
Yes.
It just depends on if your bias is bearish or bullish.
The discounted premium don't matter. That's why I say it don't matter what your bias is. It just, the discount is always think about what dealing range that you're in, right? 50% of that dealing range is always equilibrium, right? It's always equilibrium. And then above equilibrium is always premium. Below equilibrium is always discount. And then once you identify premium and discount, it's all about looking at the different PDA, looking for if you just got one setup. If your setup is a gap fill retrace, right? I mean a breaking market structure, fair value gap retrace, right? So you just look in the premium and discount area, right? Just say, okay, I want to go long in this area right here, right? Just looking at this, just saying I want to go long, and you just look in there and you looking at, and you just keep drilling down until you find a time frame that shows you your what's the name in it to your beliefs, right? So you say, okay, we come here, we broke market structure up here, and we came back down to this fair value gap right there. We're in a discount, so I'm gonna buy it. Boom. You see what I'm saying? We're in a discount, so I'm gonna buy it. And but if you be like, I want to go short, and I think we're going to go down. So now that we're in the discount, you just wait for it to react off of something and come back up to the premium to go short off of a PDA in the premium. Did I lose you?
No, that makes sense. I was thinking that discount, when we were saying before, or I had heard before, that you want to buy in the discount. That's not necessarily true from what you were just saying, because if you were trying to go short, you'd want to be above the line, which is in the premium area.
Yes, and see, remember when I used to be like, it's at a discount for sellers,
which would be
because I primarily play options, and with options you buy puts. You see what I'm saying? So you're buying the put cheaper. It's cheaper to buy the put in the premium. So it's like, that's why I say you at a disc. That's why I used to be like, we at a discount for the sellers, because it's like, if you're in futures, you're just selling. But if you buy options, you're buying a put and you're buying it at a discount, but you got to wait till it get in the premium to get that discount.
Right, I got you. Yeah, and I only do options too.
Yeah, so when it get to the premium, you're going to be looking to buy your puts, because that's going to be a discount for the sellers. But it gets confusing, so that's why I'm like, okay, that's why I just was like premium, discount. You know what I'm saying? Premium, you're looking to go short. Discount, you're looking to go long. That, you know what I'm saying? If it make it easier to not get confused. In the premium market, you're looking to go short. In the discount market, you're looking to go long.
Gotcha. Okay, I got it. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Do we got any other questions? Gonna start calling him Tim Algo. Man. What do you say? The Algo's calling. Hey, I appreciate y'all for hanging. We've been on here a long time, man. It's been an hour and 28 minutes. Hopefully I was able to make this another teachable moment, man. It's all about like getting clarity of this stuff. I still look at this stuff every single day, trying to perfect my craft. You know, I'm looking at it every day, trying to perfect my craft. And anytime I I get like real comfortable with something, I just try to come on and break it down for y'all right then. You know what I'm saying? I try to come on and break it down for y'all right then. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't the kind of person that just, you know what I'm saying, I wanna act like, oh, you need me. Nah, I don't want you to need me. My whole goal with Tim's Tidbit is never for anybody to just stay on my lives forever. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to pull up on my lives forever, I'm cool with that. But my goal is for people to find my live and find my previous videos, you know what I'm saying, get the aha moment from something that Lil Timmy Rogers says, and then move on. You know what I'm saying? No hard feelings. I ain't mad at nobody. Just move. Once you get your aha moment, move on. I don't want nobody sitting here, you know what I'm saying, just following my coattail, you know what I'm saying, only taking interest that I'm looking at. I don't want that. I want everybody to come in here and get their aha moment and move on. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be family for life, but I want to try to help as many people learn how to fish as possible. That's my purpose. That's my goal. Hopefully, I was able to shed some light on what was going through my head last night when I decided that was going to be my entry. Hopefully I was able to shed some light on, you know what I'm saying, why I put the stuff on my chart like I do. Like, for example, this 20-day look back and this 40-day look back. The reason what that is, if y'all ICT got some videos, I can't remember. He talked about it a few times in like different videos, but he talked about looking back up to 60 days with the algos, and then you can kind of project out, you know what I'm saying, where we could possibly be going, you know what I'm saying, in the future, you know, looking at what has happened, right? And if you look at I don't know if y'all could, yes, y'all can see them lines. Okay. Yes, you can see them lines. Let me hide my other stuff, right? This kind of stuff I be doing. Y'all see these lines? Like, let me hide it and put it back so y'all can see what I'm talking about. See them lines that's popping up? You see how them lines popping up? It's got this vertical line and then these horizontal lines that's up there, right? This is the look back. This is the projection side, right? And if I scrunch it up some more, you can see it's broke down over like 3-month periods. You know what I'm saying? This is some of the stuff that I was learning and practicing during that the range videos. I can't remember the name of it, but he talking about looking back 60 days, 40 days, whatever. And as y'all see right here, how I got it lined up, starting with today, right? If we look 20 days back, right? This is the highest high during that 20-day period, and this is the lowest low during that 20-day period, right? And if you run a fib from that high, to that low, right? That's equilibrium. And if I bring my stuff back, right? You see that dotted line right there? 20-day look back, equilibrium 20-day look back, right there at that 387.50. I mean 3873.50, right? That's why I got that. That's why I got that equilibrium line there. And if you look back on the 40-day look back line, this is the highest high 40 days back, and the lowest low is still the same. And if I run the fibs to that one, right? Equilibrium right there at 39.49.75. If I bring my group back, see that yellow line right there? Equilibrium 40-day look back. That's equilibrium for the 40-day range back, right? From the highest high to the lowest low, right? And then if you go 60 days back, right? 60 days, it don't have any highs higher than the 40, right? So the 40-day back is the highest high. So the 60-day on the 60-day look back, that's the same highest high. It's the same range. For the past 60 days back, that's the highest high and the lowest low for the past 60 days back, right? And then in the last 20 days, we've come down and broke some lows, right? We've ran lows, and now, you know what I'm saying, we got a break in market structure to the upside on the daily, and we came down and hit there. So now I'm anticipating the market potentially, you know, pushing up back to equilibrium. Does it have to come to equilibrium before going back down? No, it can still be in a full-blown sell model, and it only come to equilibrium of this dealing range right here, right there. That's what you always got to be aware of. It can only come to this dealing range right here, come back up to equilibrium of this dealing range right around this area here, and then drop it like it's hot again. You see what I'm saying? It can always do that, but I just like to be aware of like everything that's going on. And now that you see we're in this part of the range what we was looking at, and that's why I was looking to take a long off of there, because of the reaction that we had off of that weekly order block, which was we blast off for a couple of days. It was a violent move, and then we retraced back down, right, to a PD rate in the discount. So I was looking to go long off of it. It would have been successful. Would it have been successful to come all the way back up? I don't know, and I don't care. It was a futures trade that I took, and hey, it would have hit if I would have taken it. But you just got to learn to trust the process and fire. If it don't work out, that's why we got risk management. But that's why I put them equilibriums on there because I can look back. Okay, 20 days, that's the highest high, that's the lowest low. We just made this low within them 20 days. We just ran, you know what I'm saying? This right here would have been the previous low way back over here somewhere. This right here would have been the previous low. That would have been the lowest low. Like at the beginning of the month, we still hadn't ran it. Before the month started, that would have been the lowest low. You know what I'm saying? Let's move it back a little bit. Let's move it back to, let me unlock this. Move all this back to this high over here. Let's go back to the beginning of September. Okay, so from the beginning of September, right? Beginning of September, looking back, the highest high was here. And then the lowest low was there 20 days back. And 40 days back, the highest high was the same place. The lowest low was there, right? So the highest high, the lowest low, and then within the full 60 days, right? So you from here, that's 40 days from the beginning of September, 40 days back, right? This right here was the lowest low, right? And we were coming down in a bearish tone, right? So 40 days back, this was the lowest low. We were coming down in a bearish tone, right? At the beginning of September. Within 20 days, we had run those lows, right? It's a 60-day window, right? From the stuff that I learned from ICT, you have a 60-day window of how the algos look back and how the algos move. So from the beginning of September, you go back 40 days. This was the lowest low in them 40 days, right? We were in a bearish tone coming into the beginning of September, right? We popped up, right? We popped up. Let's see how we popped up from the lowest low to the highest high, right? We came down. We were in a discount, right? We were in a discount coming into September. We got down into this order block right there. We popped up, right? We popped up into a premium, and then we sold off and we took out those lows within the first 20 days. And that give us our 60-day window. We was, you know what I'm saying? We was going to attack these lows, and we did attack it within 60 days. You know what I'm saying? So you go from the first of the month when you started, look back 60 days, look back 40 days. That's the lowest low. Look forward 20 days, right? We took that low out within them 20 days. Right there, boom, 60-day window. Lows were attacked, lows were taken. But yeah, that's that right there. That be them gems. That be them gems right there. And that's why I be putting, that's why I got that stuff on my chart like that. Move it, get it on today, put it on that high. Yeah, there you go. Boom. All right. I think that's all. I'm hungry. Everybody off today. Appreciate your insight. Let me know. Lets me know I'm seeing time and price correctly. Salute. That's what's up, man. Just confirmation. You already knew you saw it correctly because you already studied the charts. You already knew you saw it correctly. It ain't nothing but a little confluence. It's just this little confluence. I ain't right. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. I ain't right. It's just confluence. You know what I'm saying? We just, you know what I'm saying? We just looking at the same thing on two different time levels. You know what I'm saying? I'm the daily order block and you the 4-hour order block. We in the same place. It's just confluence. You feel me? I appreciate that, FC. Hey, I'm about to go get me something to eat. Everybody off today. Timothy's sick. It's a holiday, so you know what I'm saying, Columbus Day. There's no school today, but Timothy's sick. My sweetie in there sleeping. So I'm gonna go in there and start making a lot of noise and wake everybody up. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. I see y'all at Timothy's sick and it's a holiday, so we're gonna do the price action recap at 6:30 tonight. We're gonna do it at regular time at 6:30. We ain't gonna do it at 7:30. We're gonna do it the regular time at 6:30. So tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't be late coming in. I see y'all not a real holiday. Hey, say what? What you said? Hey Tim, for what it's worth, you're gonna have to Uncle Phil me. I'm Jazz. I'm not leaving. Okay, you ain't gotta leave, cool it. You ain't gotta leave. Hey man, I'll see y'all tonight at 6:30. At 6:30. Y'all pull up there. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gone. It don't want to end this live. I guess y'all don't want to leave. You know, this live won't end. Let's just keep talking then. It will not end. So, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? It don't want to end. The broadcast will not end. What y'all want to talk about? It said it ain't gonna end. What y'all want to talk about? It won't end the broadcast. I guess, hey, Cool it to sabotage the system. Cool it say he ain't going nowhere. Let's try it again, man. Let's see if it's gonna end this time.